Ellen McCauley at Pray It Up. Now, forgiveness is kind of a heavy topic, but I think it's important to talk about because even in my own relationships with friends and family members, as I hear them talking, I know there's such things in their lives they're still holding on to. And one of my biggest issues in myself is self-forgiveness. And self-forgiveness can lead, and not being able to forgive yourself can lead to such eating disorders, can lead to such anxiety. And a lot of that has to be that you think you need to be perfect. That you should have been smarter. You shouldn't have been so stupid that you let this happen to you. And sometimes things just happen. Other times you're in the wrong situation. Maybe you knew, but you were young, you were whatever. There's a difficulty with self-forgiveness, though, because there's some people who don't think they forgive themselves for everything and they think they do nothing wrong. It's not my fault I'm fat. If Ellen talked about food more, I'd lose weight. But she's always talking about stress and anxiety and forgiveness. It's Ellen's fault I'm fat. We blame everybody but ourselves, or we only blame ourselves. But we really need, when we forgive ourselves, that there's a little bit of guilt there. Okay, you went to the Taste of Holy Family and you ate more than a taste. You were over in the corner just like eating and eating. And then you get home and you feel guilty. There's two things to do with that guilt. You say, you know what? I went overboard. But tomorrow, I'm going to take that guilt, I'm going to eat healthy and move more, I'm going to get back in the saddle. Or you say, I blew it so bad, I'm just going to quit, pray it off, and eat whatever I want the rest of my life. You have to take some kind of guilt and do something good with it. Healthy self-forgiveness involves releasing destructive feelings of shame, but maintaining an appropriate level of guilt and remorse that it will fuel positive change. You need to own up. You know what? I've just been dabbling and pray it off, but now I realize I'm going to forgive myself. I'm going to go forward and do better. You need to right or wrong to yourself too. I have beaten myself up over and over again for all the diet failures I've ever had in my life. What good is beating myself up about those? It's done. It's over. Let it go, Ellen. Also, healthy self-forgiveness is an act of humility. It's an honest acknowledgement of our capacity for causing harm to ourselves and others, as well as our potential for doing good. So often, I can never think I do anything good because I'm so obsessed with all my failures. How unfair of that to myself. And I know there's people out there that do the same thing. They're like good and kind and loving people, but they sit there and go, yeah, but I can't lose weight, or I don't want to exercise, I'm a piece of crap, you know. I wish I could be healthier, but I just don't want to. I want to eat whatever I want. Somebody said tonight, I was walking somewhere and I heard him say, I've been on a diet my whole life. And guess what? I have been facing my weight since 5th grade. 5th grade. It's like my friend, me and my weight. Here we go. I'm fat. Yeah, I always have been. What would I do? What would I do if I got to when I get to my goal weight and I go, well, then maintaining it, that's a journey. We all know that. But there's so often we think, I've been fighting my weight my whole life. What would I do if I didn't have that? Well, we all know what we would do. Maintain it. How much work is that? Who thinks it's a lot of work to maintain your weight loss? So replace your fatness with maintenance. So think about that. Improve your balance. Now, it says here, hang on to a chair and stand on one leg. Now, try doing that for a minute without hanging. I've been working on it. You're supposed to be able to don't anybody fall and hurt themselves on my watch. Have a chair right here. You're supposed to be able to work your way up to 5 minutes of standing with one leg in the air to prevent falls when you get to be a senior. Start working on it now, but don't fall. Remember I told you we talk about endurance, strength, balance, and flexibility. So these are balance exercises. There's zucchini noodle breakfast bowl. Hey, you don't have to eat a bagel with cream cheese. You can have zucchini. You can have sweet potatoes. You can have a fried egg. And you know, I was talking online with Connie about this spiralizer that you can buy at Bed Bath & Beyond, and it spirals the zucchini just like that. And I said to her, I'm going to go buy one. But guess what Connie did? She brought me one tonight. Let's hear it for Connie. I love her so much. You too can buy a gift from Elmwood Kids. Thank you, Connie. Also, Joanne's last night is tonight. She's going to Florida. Let's pray that she gets there safely and back. Also, Betty is back from her travels. Welcome back, Betty. I'm going to stop right there, Bob.